What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Anthony Joshua and his press conference and his explanation about how the fight went. His words on this: he simply was more than likely one of the happiest or positive fighters that I ever seen take a loss. You look at the guys that recently took a loss. You look at Vasily Lomachenko. You look at Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo was fucking crying, for Christ's sake. You know, you got Adrian Broner running off from the ring, didn't even want to talk to no one. Hey, leave me alone, go away. Anthony Joshua, even though a lot of people, his PR team didn't even want him to come out, but he was like, hell no, I'm gonna come out. This is a part of the journey. I'm gonna take it like a man. It is what it is. Ruiz was the better man tonight. Was anything wrong? No, it wasn't anything wrong. You know, we're a family. I got a strong team. You know, that shows loyalty. I remember when Canelo Alvarez took his first loss, when he got schooled by Mayweather. He didn't change trainers, even though I have a different opinion about that. But he said, like, hey, you know, a lot of people asked him, like, man, you look really happy. You're showing a lot of class by taking a loss. He was like, well, it is what it is. I don't condone losing, but at the same time, you know, if you lose, you learn from it and you crack on. You know, I remember Ellie Setback asked, hey, do you want a tune-up fight? It's like, the fuck is that? No, we don't do tune-up fights, bro. And it makes sense. The prototype of Anthony Joshua, it's aggressive, okay? It's one of those type of fighters that took high risk, high rewards. In this case, it wasn't a high reward, right? But it was a lot on the ball because of what he's already gambled and went to the bat. Like I told you guys, what George Foreman said about Felix Trinidad, you can't keep going to the bat and expecting these home runs, right? As soon as later, you're going to strike out. But this shows you who this guy is as a person, as hopefully a soon-to-be champion, hopefully for him, you know, to get right back in there and fight Ruiz again. Because you guys remember, he dropped Ruiz first. You know, this reminds me of Manny Pacquiao. And everybody wanted Manny Pacquiao to fight Floyd and all the back and forth. You remember that? What happened? Manny Pacquiao, December 8th, 2012, gets knocked out in the second minute and 59 seconds of the sixth round. He gets knocked out. Cold. Mayweather showing who Mayweather is. Happy, sleepy holidays. He waited till Christmas to put that shit out. 100% true asshole, right? And it went viral, right? And that's coming from someone that didn't fight Manny at the time. You know, at that time, he didn't fight Manny. But this is exactly who it is. Manny got himself a backup, proved himself he was a true champion, you know, and kept on with his career. And he's still fighting to this day, right? Now, Joshua is showing no different. He's like, hey, you know, I'm ready. We don't do fucking tune-ups. What the fuck is that? You know what that is? That's something that someone else would consider. You know what I mean? Not Team Joshua. So the rematch clause, he can exercise that. So more than likely, you know, he knows what they're up against. He knows now what's at stake. He knows not to underestimate Ruiz. You know, and he said, yeah, you know, I don't condone losing. That's not in my DNA. But hey, I want to get a hold of those belts, my hand back on those belts back. You know, nothing changes. You know, the same guys that I wanted to fight are the same guys that are still on the radar. See, the money didn't change. The endorsements just don't go away. You know what I mean? He didn't say nothing about homosexuals or say he wanted to murder someone's father, son, brother, or uncle, like some people have, right? He hasn't done anything like that. He's just a loss. A loss, it is what it is. He took it like a man, like a true warrior, like a champ, like a fighter, like a soldier, like he regards himself. And It's, yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it's upsetting. It's his first loss, but look how he took it, right? Look how he reacted to it. That shows strength, right? That shows that you have courage. A lot of people, like the guys that I mentioned earlier, don't have that. And Anthony Joshua shows that he had that, but it's going to take these type of fights to show what is he really made of. You know what I'm saying? So we can say that about Anthony Joshua. We can't say that about Deontay Wilder because he hasn't officially taken a loss, right? Neither has Tyson Fury. So, but about Anthony Joshua, he congratulated Andy Ruiz. He did admit that it was pressure on him to perform. So I think, like everyone knows by now, he got overzealous. He got, like, hey, everything was perfect. He didn't blame the refs. He didn't blame the team. He blamed himself. Hey, he stopped the fight. I shouldn't have got knocked down. That's a real man. You know what I mean? That's someone that he won't lose fans for this. And if he loses fans for this, they weren't real fans or true fans anyway. They might have had a different agenda. They might have just hated Wilder or whatever. So therefore they went on Joshua's side and jumped on that bandwagon, right? But those weren't true fans. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that see, hey, Anthony Joshua, it's a devastating loss, but hey, he's not worried, so why should everyone else? Yeah, he talked about his dad was kind of, was upset, but his mom was cool because she separated that from boxing because the son's the son. So he covered all that and still was laughing, still was joking, still was charismatic. You know what I mean? Helping the lady adjust the damn mic and all that. What do you want it? You want it here? That's character. And that's what he showed in this press conference. But he also showed a desire to get back in there and fight Andy Ruiz to knock him out. Because he says when you're in there, it's war. He said this is war. And this is what war consists of, if you're doing it right. You know what I mean? That's why he's had the endorsements. That's why he is who he is today. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think. Of course, I will leave the link below so you guys can check out that press conference in its entirety. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.